Hello, my name is Tiffany O. Ponticelli, and I teach string and symphony orchestras at Henry M. Gunn High School in Palo Alto, California. My primary instruments are viola and piano. I've had the opportunity to act as a leader in orchestral education in California, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to run for Secretary of the ASTA Board. In line with the ASTA strategic plan, I strive to embody lifelong learning and love to share and receive knowledge among colleagues. My orchestral classroom thrives on community, which comes from helping each member feel seen each day and from holding each musician to a standard of excellence. I believe these classroom principles apply to our professional organizations as well. Educators are most able to serve their students when they themselves feel seen and heard. At the core of my work is always equity and inclusion. I believe we should always be questioning how we can increase access and to be willing to impart change on historical practice. I believe that equity work in our field should certainly begin at programming repertoire from historically unheard voices, but must continue to permeate every part of our practice. I currently serve as president of the California Orchestra Directors Association, CODA, the organization behind California's all-state and statewide orchestral professional development efforts. Before serving as president, I also held roles as CODA Executive Board Secretary and as California All-State Orchestra's Chair. I've also served on the CMEA, California MEA, Bay Section Board as Orchestra Special Rep, planning conference sessions for orchestral professional development, and currently still serve that organization as website editor. I've also served on ASTA's Mentorship Committee, Content Committee, and the AST Journal Editorial Committee. I have in-depth experience working within music education nonprofits and understand the importance of partnership with colleagues across the field. A current challenge I see in our field is how we can best reach our most marginalized colleagues. As an organization, ASTA has so much to offer and has invested in a technology that beautifully increases means for communication across members. However, there should always be a focus in building the community out to our most disconnected members, many of whom feel unsupported in this profession. String teaching can very much feel gatekept or elitist, and a challenge we face as a profession is how to get information to the people who can best use it. ASTA has so much helpful content, and I believe that a challenge the organization can continue to work on is to reach its most marginalized audiences. I've had the opportunity to lead ongoing DEI efforts for the California Orchestra Directors Association, where we have analyzed our historic data in order to make recommendations for invited conductor diversity, repertoire diversity, and finding new ways to remove financial barriers for students, along with ongoing teacher education and DEI issues. I believe that students deserve respect and representation in their music education, inclusive of race, socioeconomic status, gender identity, neurodiversity, and more. And because representation is step one, I believe ASTA should prioritize engaging and retaining Black, Brown, Indigenous, and Asian teachers to join and stay in our profession. I envision an ASTA that reaches further corners of our field, where string mentorship to early service, rural, and new to strings teachers may not be accessible. I believe that a focus on equity and data-driven change are the strongest ways we can move forward as an organization. And I believe there are tools that we can better use to engage the next generation of string teachers while sharing the wisdom and experience of our seasoned colleagues. Thank you for your consideration and for this opportunity to run for Secretary of the ASTA Board.